Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do something a little bit different today than what I normally do and kind of step away from the wig reviews. But speaking of which, wigs, can we get into this one? Yeah, I'm kind of in love with her and I didn't really expect to like her as much as I do, but she's everything and she was only $16, so yeah. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. I really just wanted to kind of do a meet me type of introduction vlog sort of deal. And just because I haven't really put myself out there that much on my channel, and I really wanted to kind of explain a little bit about who I am and what I do. Um, well, first of all, I'm 24 years old, and I really like makeup and wigs and all of that kind of stuff, obviously. I also do drag performances, not professionally, but I do shows here and there whenever I have the time or, something calls out to me. In addition to that, I am actually transgender, as obviously the title explains. Mostly, I don't expect this video to reach a lot of people. It's something that I'm doing more so for myself, just because I really feel like if I don't have some sort of documentation of my progress, I'm really going to regret it later on down the line. And if it ends up helping someone, then that's great as well. At this point in time, which is currently today, October 20th, 2017, I've been on HRT, or hormone replacement therapy, for about 2 months. Fully 2 months. And the reason I say fully is because I've been on testosterone blockers for about 6 months now or so, and I believe that's spirolactone. That's the correct terminology for it. I've been on estrogen, estradiol, whatever that is, for 2 months tomorrow. So I haven't noticed a lot of changes, but then I'm the type of person that I really don't notice changes about myself. I kind of have to have someone point them out, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I see that. And for me, it's just hard to notice small details about myself changing because I see myself every day. So with estrogen and hormone replacement therapy in general, it's a slow process. So you don't really notice the things happening until, someone points them out. For my 2-month mark, the effects that I've noticed predominantly is my chest is sore pretty much all the time. And my chest has been sore since probably the first week of me starting estrogen. I don't know why that occurred so quickly for me. It might have been because I had about 4 months on the testosterone blockers previously before starting estrogen. So I don't know if that had any sort of effect or factored into why I had chest pains kind of prematurely, just from other transgender women that I've spoken with and, other videos that I've watched. It doesn't seem to occur as quickly for most people as it did for me. So that's the main thing that I've noticed being on HRT for the past 2 months. My skin is softer, I guess, sort of. I mean, I've always had pretty soft skin, so I can't really contest to it being any softer than it was before. I definitely feel like my arms are softer. I had dry skin a lot, or well, mostly my entire life. So that was always bumpy, and I always forget to use lotion, and I just normally don't do it because, I'm just lazy, and it never really works out. So I kind of give up on that. But I've noticed like my arms are really soft and they're not dry like they normally were. Once again, I don't know if that was something that just occurred or if it was something to do with the testosterone blocker or the estrogen. But yeah, um, haven't had too many mood swings. I'm definitely a lot more sensitive than normally than I used to be, I'd say. Just because, for example, I can watch a movie or I can watch a TV show or a news update or anything that has like a sad type of story surrounding it, and I'll notice like I either want to start crying or I actually do start crying. My eyes just start tearing up and I start bawling, which is completely weird for me because prior to that, like, I never cried about, especially fiction and stuff, like, that never hit me. Like, I never would get emotional in that type of way. So I feel like that's probably to do with the estrogen here and there. I don't think it's bad because I feel like it's kind of cool to have more of a sensitive type of outlook, and it's nice to have a cry every once in a while. I mean, it's a lot more frequently than I would prefer, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like my chest has grown a little bit. Like, obviously, this is my first video, so you can't tell specifically that my chest has grown or anything, especially because in my other two videos I was padded, but this one I have no padding on. I have a sports bra on, but that's about it. My coworkers are the ones that actually kind of told me that there was noticeable growth, but I don't know. I didn't see it. It feels kind of the same for me, but like I said, I'm very very oblivious to that type of stuff unless, it's sudden and it's extremely apparent. Um what else? There's like this big knot or kind of ball behind my nipples on both sides. Obviously, that's something that usually occurs, which is a common thing for estrogen usage or people on HRT. Like, that's one of the main things that you hear. So that's definitely there. Uh, since starting HRT, I've definitely come out of my shell more. Like, I don't want to say that I've gone full time, but I did just get off work, so this is how I present myself at work. So, technically, I guess you could say that I'm full time, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm myself, and I don't feel like I'm a full time woman or a full time boy or anything like that. I definitely get recognized as female more frequently than I do male, but that was something that occurred even before I started HRT. Like, I've always had longer hair, even without the wigs. I've always kind of like had a feminized or more of a feminine face, and I guess people just either assume that I was transitioning or just a female. But yeah, I've definitely gotten more comfortable in my own skin, so that's really amazing. And I feel like the effects that have taken place with the HRT are very much putting my mind at ease because I know that things are happening. It's not happening as fast as I would like for them to happen, but it is happening, and that in itself makes me really happy because I can finally see the person that I've wanted to be my entire life kind of coming to fruition. And that's just so incredible and just so, like, mentally amazing for me because it's just incredible. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all that I have for my 2 month update. I don't know if I'm going to do it month by month, but I definitely do want to keep up with a kind of monthly or at least bi-monthly update on what has occurred with me through the HRT process. I know that there's a lot of videos out there like that, so once again, this is mostly something I'm doing solely for myself, just so that I can have kind of a documented record of where I started and where I am going to end up. If anybody has any specific questions or anything that you want to know, feel free to ask in the comments down below. And if anybody finds this helpful, then that's absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy to be of use, I guess, so to speak. But yeah, until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.